What's up, everybody? Happy Thursday evening. I think Arrow is airing right now. I'm at work, obviously, and that's why I'm not doing this video live, because the CW might fire me if I did that. It'd be weird. What are you doing? I'm taking eyeballs off my television show. No, don't do that, please. All right, but I'll probably put this up, so hopefully you watch it after you enjoyed tonight's episode. This is a Nocking Point-based video, but before you turn it off, if you're not interested in anything to do with Nocking Point, which is fine, by the way, not everyone has to be, this has to do with way more than just wine. As you may or may not know, in our past couple of wine club boxes, Drew and I have been working with various collaborators. Emily Cards, Colton Haynes, Zach Levi. In June, we have, not going to tell you yet, but for March, we thought that we could do something called the First Responder Series. So a First Responder Red and a First Responder Rosé. Both Drew and I are based in Southern California, and through the latter portion of 2017 and even into 2018, they have been dealing with just raging wildfires and mudslides, and we have been struck by the bravery and capacity and heroism of first responders, EMTs, firefighters, police officers, the people that are at the front lines, just making sure that people can stay as safe as humanly possible in pretty dire circumstances. So we passed this idea off to our buddy Danny Haas, who's done a bunch of our labels, and he came back with a label that was so incredible that we immediately thought, well, this should really extend past just wine. Wine's great, but it feels like there's more that we could do. Back in September, after Hurricane Harvey, we used a CrowdRise platform to raise nearly $55,000 to go directly to a fund for people that had been affected by Hurricane Harvey. And then, of course, on a different platform, we did a different drive to benefit everyone that was hurting in Puerto Rico. So we thought that this was a good opportunity. There are a lot of things with Nocking Point this year that are taking it from a company that was about two guys high-fiving and making sure that they came up with products that made each other laugh. We're going to keep that element of it, but we want to get our footing set up and really start to make a difference in a philanthropic capacity, because that's something that I'm incredibly passionate about. So we saw this image for the First Responder Series and said, this is so much more than wine. This can be a t-shirt campaign. This can be the start of something that we can do on CrowdRise. This is an opportunity for us to hook up with some charities that mean a lot to us and to people around us, to vet them, and to make sure that we are using a platform where every single dollar that we intend to go to the charities that we picked really does go there. So we're going to include First Responder Red and First Responder Rosé in the wine club in March. We'll talk about that in a little bit. We're going to do a t-shirt campaign at a certain point. We're going to put this thing on hoodies, on socks. We're going to incorporate it into NP goods. We are really, over the next couple of months, going to try to make a real positive impact for the first responders that have been dealing with this, not just in Santa Barbara and Ventura counties, but all over the United States of America. So let me tell you a little bit about the two charities that we have picked. Our first charity, and forgive me for reading, but I want to make sure that I get this right, is Help California. It was brought to our attention by our friends at Rack Life. Big shout out to my buddy Zach Levi, who did a lot of tremendous work for them. He's obviously from Ventura County, and this meant a lot to him. This charity, with Help California, it goes directly to people and first responders impacted by the recent fires and mudslides in Ventura and Santa Barbara County. The second charity that we are going to be working with is the First Responders Outreach through the Gary Sinise Foundation. Every dollar that we make is going to be split very evenly, 50-50, to these two charities. We picked the First Responders Outreach Program through the Gary Sinise Foundation because it doesn't just deal with California, but deals with getting supplies and relief to first responders all across the United States of America. Of course, I also really like the movie Forrest Gump. I was thinking maybe Gary Sinise would notice me. It was 2% selfish. 2%'s allowed. It's also a really good charity. We vetted it. Our buddy Zacho did a lot of work with CrowdRise, which again is where we did the campaign for Hurricane Harvey. They set us up with a verified page. I'm going to direct you guys there. and something called the Direct Impact Fund, which again, it's a 501c3. Is that right? I hope so. But CrowdRise set us up with that because, again, it guarantees that every single cent goes exactly where Drew and I want it to. So again, it's going to be included in the wine club. That's going to be something. MP Goods is going to be something. The t-shirt campaign is going to be something, but the campaign is live right now. We're going to do a lot of little things. The first one being we're doing a little wine tasting tomorrow evening in San Clemente. Drew's going to be there. Jen's going to be there. Our buddy Zacho is going to be there. And one of our most favorite winemakers, Sean Boyd, is going to be there. Donations to get in. $10 at the door. You can go taste, I think, 6 of our wines. We also have a bunch of NP merchandise left over from last year because we always get new stuff every year, new labels, new art, all that, all those things. 100% of the proceeds selling there are going to be going through our CrowdRise page, Direct Impact, First Responders Outreach Program, and Help California. You can go to that page right now. If you want to go to this event, it's $10 at the door. Pay $10 when you get there, or make a donation to the page right now and show it to Drew at the door. If I assume Drew's going to be working the door, or maybe not, and we'll let you in. Also, if you just want to contribute in any way, shape, or form, I only direct people to charities and to causes that I'm passionate about and to ones that I've vetted and I know are doing really good work. And both of these charities, the platform at CrowdRise and the Direct Impact Foundation and charity, they are doing excellent work. So you'll find a link attached here. We're really excited about this initiative. We have fostered such a wonderful community through Nocking Point of nearly 75,000 people that have interacted with our company in one way or another. And I think it's time in 2018 that there's a landing spot that people can see all the good work that we want to do and maybe find something that they're passionate about along the way. All right, that's it. This is very exciting. Huge thanks to Zacho for setting all this up with CrowdRise. It didn't hurt that Edward Norton is like my favorite actor, but you know, again, like 2% selfish. Gary Sinise, Ed Norton, combined maybe 3.5% selfish, 96.5% altruistic. I think that's the right word. All right, that's it, guys. There are links attached. If you're going to San Clemente tomorrow night, enjoy yourself, enjoy the wine, take an Uber, for God's sakes, and give Drew a big kiss from me. Give Drew a big hug from me, and maybe a kiss on the forehead if you want. All right, that's it, guys. Talk to you soon.